In the past, I would be so upset when a potato went bad or sprouted or created eyes, but now I want them to do this so that I can plant them and make more potatoes. Guys, it's hot here. It's happened. The heat is here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was gonna stand up to chat with you, but I was just like, I'm exhausted. I need to sit down. So that's what we're doing. But I hope you are well. Things here are a little bit frazzled and crazy. At least I feel a little frazzled because Bradley's sister is getting married this coming weekend and it's an out-of-town wedding, so all three of us are going. And then potentially, if things line up, the next weekend I'm hoping I get to go to another out-of-town wedding, and I have a birthday party in the middle of that, and so it's just gonna be like a really crazy week where I'm not gonna have any time to get anything done. And so this week is the time to get things done. I've had a very productive morning. I just scheduled my Trader Joe's haul. I will link that up in the corner if you haven't seen it yet. It's a good one. But yeah, I've just been feeling like overwhelmed, and so I just have decided to take this week, take it a day at a time, take it, you know, again, I have a baby, I don't have as much time on my hands as I used to, but my brain is still used to, let's get as much done as we want to, and I just simply can't. And so it's just, again, it's an adjustment. I don't know how long it takes for my brain to adjust to that, but I always like bite off more than I can chew when I'm like planning my content schedule or planning what I can get done in a week. And so I'm kind of just like scaling back and looking at what do I need to get done, and also what would like help me feel better. And speaking of mental health, this portion of the video is kindly sponsored by BetterHelp. You guys know I am a huge mental health and therapy advocate. Therapy changed my life, and I really feel like it can change yours if that is your path. And I feel like BetterHelp helps with some of the things that might keep somebody from therapy, if that makes sense. Going to talk to somebody face to face can be really hard for some people depending on what you're battling. I just think BetterHelp is a great asset and tool to help more people have access to therapy. So BetterHelp is basically an online therapy tool. They have over 20,000 therapists. When you sign up, you'll take a quick quiz just so they can basically get to know what kind of therapy you're searching for, just so that they can get to know you a little bit, and then within 48 hours you are matched with a therapist. But it's also good to know that you can change therapists for free at any time, so if you're not jiving with the one you were assigned to, you can change. I always say it took me like literally 3 or 4 therapists to find the right match, and once I found them, it's magic. But you are matched within 48 hours, and immediately you can schedule a phone call, video chat, or even like a live chat session if you're not in the mood to be seen on camera or, you know, see someone face to face. And since it's online and you can see people all over the world, it's also accessible to everybody all over the world, which I think is awesome. But it might pair you with a therapist that you might not normally be able to see because they're not in your city or town or anything like that. So I think that is super cool. It's not self-help, it's real online therapy. And if therapy is something that you've been wanting to get into, but the whole, you know, driving to the office, sitting in the waiting room, flipping the switch to tell them you're there, all of that kind of freaks you out, this might be a really great tool for you, and it might be worth a shot. So if you want to check it out, you can go to BetterHelp, that's betterhelp.com/AmyLynn, and you can get 10% off your first month if you use my link. You guys know I love therapy. It's time for me to call my therapist actually. I need I could use a debriefing. But yeah, again, if you want to check that out, I will have the link down below. You can just click it and go get your 10% off your first month. But yes, thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video in order to help myself feel less overwhelmed. And I just have been feeling frazzled. And honestly, I think a lot of it has been I haven't been sleeping very well because I watch Stranger Things like an idiot. And it's way too scary for me. I watched the first episode. Even last season was too scary for me. And I thought this one was like, oh, okay, it's not as intense. And then the end scene of episode 1 happened and I was in shock for hours. Like, this season is everything I avoid. It's like horror, gore. I like to be creeped out. I do not like horror movies. But after that first episode, I was invested and I finished the whole thing. Will I watch the 2 more episodes that are coming out? Yes. But I'm just having a little bit of trouble sleeping. So it's been better. Last night I actually slept pretty good. But I think that has a lot to do with it. When I travel, I get overwhelmed. This weekend is just a car ride, so luckily, you know, it's not flying, but we do have a whole nother person, needs a lot of things, and so it's just overwhelming. And we did already take a trip to Santa Barbara. I will link, I vlogged a little bit and a little bit of our prep up in the corner, and so that definitely helped in knowing what we need, what we didn't need, all that kind of stuff, but it's still just overwhelming, and I think it's just all making me feel frazzled, plus work on top of it, plus keeping up with the house, the garden, just wearing so many damn hats. I don't even look good in hats. Not that this looks good, because yikes. But I finished all my computer work this morning for today, so I think Bradley's home today, so I think he can be downstairs with Milo and I can organize Milo's room. Milo's room has been my like organized sanctuary. It's the only place in the house where everything has a place, but that is no longer. It is a mess in there and I just need like a couple hours to get it back together, and I think that's what I'm gonna do today. At least start. Maybe I won't be able to finish the whole room, but I just at least want to I want to organize the toys. I got some more bins. I just need to do some organizing. So I'm hoping to get that done today. If not today, then tomorrow. But yeah, we're just gonna be doing stuff around the house, garden stuff. Just thought I'd bring you along for the journey, especially the organizing of Milo's room. I thought you guys would like to see that. But yeah, oh, right now I'm going down to have lunch with my fam, my little lunch break. But yeah, I will catch up with you in a little bit. Later on now, looking a little rough is what it is. I did not get to Milo's room today. Gonna try and do that tomorrow. We did just water the garden. Just wanted to show you a few things. First of all, the trellis I built is actually working. It's actually wrapping itself around. That is so fun. It's learning to do it with this one. And the thing is, the cucumbers like hang over this way. I have my first cucumber. I don't know if you can see that. It's right here. I am way too excited about this. So hopefully nothing happens to it. It just continues to grow and grow and we have more and more. Got a pretty good looking zucchini in there. Butternut squash is kind of trailing out that way, but I'm just kind of letting it do its thing, but it looks good. I've got 4 tomatoes. In fact, this one's kind of damaged, but let's pick it. She's gorge. She's damaged, but she's gorge, just like me. But the other ones are still getting ripe, but I do have some red ones in there, as well as back there. I've got this like actual bell pepper looking bell pepper. Like usually, I don't know, they just look deformed, but that one looks like it might be a real one. Corn is looking great. Also, there's a little grasshopper on the lone sunflower back there, and Bradley, as you saw, took like a, as he called it, the National Geographic shot of it. I'll reinsert it now with the actual sound he made. God. Yeah, a little garden update. Now me and Milo are just gonna hang out. Maybe I'll eat this tomato with my dinner. So every afternoon, Milo and I watch America Says on the Game Show Network, which is basically like Family Feud, just in a different form, but I am obsessed with it. We got Milo here, he's playing. He's got some avocado on his onesie there. Oh, we love the camera. The sun's right in your face. Oh, also my child is obsessed with Family Feud. The sound comes on and he immediately turned around. He has good taste. Bradley's not back from work yet, so it's just me and Milo, but I prepared him some just steamed bell pepper and carrots. Ludo's there ready to catch anything, also baby feed. But also, I'm gonna feed Milo a couple of, these are turkey meatballs. I meal prep them and I put them in the freezer and then I just heat them up at 350 for like 10 minutes and they come out great. And then I'm also gonna give him some of the Annie's organic white cheddar mac and cheese. So bon appetit, buddy. Oh, and also the most important part of this meal is the organic sweet and spicy pineapple barbecue sauce from Trader Joe's. Please focus. This only comes out in the summer. I literally bought 4 bottles because I can't live without it the rest of the year. So that is for dipping and it's delicious. I won't give any to Milo because it is a little bit spicy, but it's for mama. Yeah. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Where's Milo? Peekaboo! Yeah? Yay! Oh, she made a hole in one. You gotta brush your teeth and then we're ready to go. Oh yeah! so I apologize. It's a little dark. It's pretty early in the morning, but I finished, and Milo is loving having the toys down here. So most of these toys are from Love Every. They do send us their, I think they're like bi-monthly play kits. So they're designed for your child's age in mind for development, and they're Montessori style toys, and he loves them. And already, like, he's just much more entertained in here having all these right here. So, and we can switch these out, which is cool. I do kind of wish this bar wasn't here, but it just is what it is. I did obviously, oh, Milo already got into some stuff. I did obviously leave some books, and he's going to throw these books, and I want him to throw the books. I want him to feel safe to explore and throw things and redecorate and all that. But just having all of his books where he's, number one, he's really not into reading yet. Like, I try to read them and he just slaps me and pulls my hair, and I'm like, all right. But also a lot of those books are for much later in his life, so I just took them out, kept like the board books, the books that he can't really ruin. Because there were some like family passed down books in there that he was like trying to rip, and I was like, nope, let's not do that. But yeah, overall I think this is just a much better fit. Again, when organizing, I had never had a baby before. I didn't know what I was doing. And just like with everything else in this house that I reorganized, it's trial and error. You set it up one way, you work with it, see what needs fixing, and then you fix it. And then over here, you saw me sort all the toys. I basically just put them into categories, and they're like organized in different things. So we have like toys that make noise, that rhymes, stuffed animals. Up there we have like smaller toys. So in these bins, I want to get one more, maybe even two more. I love these bins. They're the rope ones from Target. I can link them down below. I just think they look nice, and they hold a lot. But in that one is Milo's travel stuff. So his travel monitor, travel sound machine, anything travel related goes in there. There was in that as little toys, and this one is actually toys intended for his birthday and Christmas. Don't tell him. Obviously that won't always be a thing, but right now when he's oblivious, we're keeping them in here. But I just picked up this area. There was like random toys, got rid of some of the clothes that don't fit him anymore. And yeah, it's just really feeling more organized. Got some more stuff up here, diapers. He uses this pretty much every day, but when we're not using it or it's nap time or bedtime, we turn it off and put it in there. And then basically all the toys in there. At the top of the week, I will fill this bin up with toys, just a few toys, and that's what he gets for the week. I, even before having kids, knew about toy rotation, and I thought that's a really good idea, just for keeping playtime fresh and keeping toys seeming new. And I feel like babies can get overstimulated if you give them too much at once and they don't want anything. So already with Milo, I've seen that in between naps, like playtime, if I pick up his area, reset the area, offer new toys instead, he's much more engaged. So that's what that bin is for. That's also from Target. I can link that down below. He's not a baby anymore, but he still loves playing with the thing. I mean, he is a baby, but you know what I mean. He's not a newborn on his back anymore, but he still loves playing with the dangly things. So, and this is cute and colorful, so we leave it up. And that's his very favorite toy. It's all of our favorite toys, so that just stays out all the time. But yeah, it's feeling so much better in here. I did go through this drawer and get rid of some stuff. And then his laundry usually stays pretty organized. We are currently going on a trip, so I have him packed. That's why some things are missing. Oh, I'm getting rid of this book. I remember this book from my childhood, and then I read it to him, and I was like, that's kind of messed up. And then I saw a TikTok the other day explaining even further why it's messed up, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to read this to him. It's basically about a fish who everybody else pressures him to give away what makes him unique, and then they like him. He doesn't have friends until people do what they tell him to do, and that's not a great storyline, so the rainbow fish can kiss my ass. But yeah, guys, that is it. I'm like sweating. I still want to reorganize shelves. I want to film some shelf Sundays. We're out of focus, of course. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Let me stand at the light. It'll help everything, I think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring. I will have the link down below. You can just click, but it's betterhelp.com/AmyLynn to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And yeah, I will leave you with some footage of Milo destroying the shelves that I just organized. So, love you guys.